Good evening, I'm Mr. Michael and you're watching Kini News, the show that brings you today's biggest stories. The Pakatan Harapan federal government lasted 20 months before collapsing yesterday following the resignation of Dr. Mahathir Mohamad and the move by Bersatu to leave the coalition, not forgetting Azmin Ali and his gang. So our young di-Pertuan Agong has the difficult task of determining who commands majority support in Dewan Rakyat. The young di-Pertuan Agong, Sultan Abdullah Sultan Ahmad Shah, will interview all MPs beginning today. This is in line with Article 43(2)(a) of the Federal Constitution, which states that the Agong shall appoint a member of the Dewan Rakyat as Prime Minister, who in his judgment is likely to command the confidence of the majority of the House members. This was revealed by the comptroller of the royal family and household, Ahmad Fadil Shamsuddin, in a special briefing to the press. Ahmad Fadil said that this was likely the first time the ruler has individually interviewed each MP. He added that the interviews today would continue until 7 p.m. and may be extended. The young di-Pertuan Agong, Sultan Abdullah Sultan Ahmad Shah, himself surprised reporters by providing lunch meals to the media on duty outside Istana Negara. He also urged the nation to be patient.
We are very concerned. Just be patient. Sabar. Let me do the duties. I hope we will find the best solution.
One of the insiders who may know why Dr. Mahathir decided to make the shocking decision to resign would be Kadi Jasin, and he has shed some light on precisely that. PKR and DAP have been saying that Dr. Mahathir Mohamad was not behind Sunday's coup attempt, and Bersatu Supreme Council member Kadi Jasin's latest blog posting appears to back that claim. Kadi revealed that during Sunday's Supreme Council meeting, Mahathir had appealed to the party not to force him to abandon his principle and renegade on his promise to hand over power to Anwar Ibrahim after the Asia-Pacific Economic Conference APEC summit in November. He added that Mahathir also resigned as Bersatu chairperson because the Supreme Council listened more to his political secretary than him. Anwar and DAP have said that Mahathir was not party to Sunday's political manoeuvring, which has led to the collapse of the 20-month-old Pakatan Harapan government yesterday. MP after MP, one by one, they made their way to Istana Negara today to meet the young di-Pertuan Agong, except for about 20 BN and PAS MPs who decided to come in a bus together.
Lama dah tak naik bas. Sejak zaman sekolah dulu dah tak naik bas. Hari ini dalam sejarah naik bas mula.
About 20 BN and PAS lawmakers boarded a bus from PWTC to head to Istana Negara this afternoon to seek an audience with the young di-Pertuan Agong, Sultan Abdullah Sultan Ahmad Shah. Around 60 media members have been on standby outside Gate 2 of the palace, where 90 MPs are expected to have an audience with the king today. MPs are being interviewed in accordance with the Federal Constitution, which says that the young di-Pertuan Agong must appoint someone who enjoys the majority confidence. Several notable leaders at Istana Negara currently include Najib Abdul Razak, Ahmad Zaid Hamidi, Guam Musang MP Tengku Razali Hamzah and Sembrong MP Hishamuddin Hussein. While there is no clear indication that any political coalition has a sufficient number of MPs to form a new government, there is a possibility of the formation of a minority government. This is provided that Interim Prime Minister Dr. Mahathir Mohamad has gained enough support from majority MPs. The Harapan federal government may have fallen, but what about Harapan state governments? In Selangor, they're looking rather strong. Selangor Menteri Besar Amiruddin Shari was granted an audience with Selangor ruler Sultan Sharafuddin Idris Shah today, accompanied by Selangor DAP Chief Gobind Singh Dio and Selangor Amanah Chief Izham Hashim. Following the audience, Amiruddin said that the Pakatan Harapan state government in Selangor is still intact. He revealed that His Highness was satisfied with the explanation that the current government wishes to continue its commitment towards realizing the mandate given by the people of Selangor. Even without Bersatu, the combination of PKR with 21 seats, DAP with 16 and Amanah with 8 will still be a supermajority in the Legislative Assembly. UMNO has 5 seats while PAS has 1. However, Bersatu's role in the administration is still unclear. Abdul Rashid is Bersatu's sole member of the Selangor Cabinet. Bersatu has 5 seats in the Selangor State Assembly. While Harapan's position may be safe in Selangor, the coalition isn't doing so well in Malacca. Pakatan Harapan no longer commands the majority in the Malacca State Legislative Assembly. In bidding farewell, Malacca Chief Minister Adli Zahari has expressed gratitude to those who gave him the opportunity to lead. He said although the time has been short, he tried his best to relieve the people of Malacca from hunger, evil and sadness. Speaking to Malaysia Kini, Malacca State Executive Councillor Tay Kok Kiew confirmed that the Pakatan Harapan-led state government no longer commands the majority in the State Legislative Assembly, following Bersatu's exit from Pakatan Harapan. He said Adli had yet to meet the young di-Pertuan Malacca, Muhammad Khalil Yaakob, on the latest political scenario after Bersatu pulled out of Harapan. As of now, he said, Adli has not officially been dropped nor tendered his resignation, but remains certain that the Harapan-led state government is about to fall. Harapan originally commanded 15 out of the 28 state seats. If the two Bersatu reps switch sides, that would give Harapan only 13 state assembly seats. The coronavirus outbreak has had a big impact on the economy, and now with the political uncertainty plaguing the nation, things are looking a lot worse. But there could be hope. Interim Prime Minister Dr. Mahathir Mohamad will likely proceed with the economic stimulus plan drafted by the previous Pakatan Harapan government, according to former Finance Minister Lim Guan Eng. Lim said he had finalised the economic stimulus plan last Sunday but could not present it as Mahathir resigned as Prime Minister the next day, thus causing the government to be dissolved. Lim said the economic stimulus plan was amongst the issues discussed during his meeting with Mahathir this morning. The DAP leader said Mahathir indicated that the economic stimulus package will go ahead on a date to be announced by him in his capacity as the interim Prime Minister. The economic stimulus package is intended to counter slowing global economy as a result of the COVID-19 outbreak, which has infected more than 80,000 people and claimed close to 3,000 lives to date. Coming up next, we take a look at international headlines with the escalating violence in Gaza. The US will be raising billions to fight the coronavirus, but will it be enough? All that and more after this. Violence has escalated along the Gaza Strip after a ceasefire was broken. Gaza militants on Monday fired rockets towards Israel, which responded with airstrikes in the second day of an escalation after the Palestinian militant group Islamic Jihad announced a halt to its attacks. Islamic Jihad has fired 80 rockets towards Israeli communities along the Gaza border since Sunday, an Israeli military spokesperson said, while Israel has attacked sites in Gaza and Syria that killed 3 Islamic Jihad members. The violence comes a week before an Israeli election in which Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is seeking a 5th term in office after 2 inconclusive votes. Islamic Jihad said earlier on Monday that it had ended its military response to Israel, but it then reversed course and resumed firing rockets, saying Israel had continued airstrikes after the militants' apparent de-escalation. A Palestinian official later said that Israel and Islamic Jihad had reached a reciprocal and simultaneous ceasefire brokered by Egypt and the United Nations. The Israeli military said its jets struck an Islamic Jihad training and weapons storage facility in southern Gaza, as well as other underground infrastructures. The US is looking to pump billions of dollars into the fight against the coronavirus. US President Donald Trump will seek $2.5 billion from Congress to fight the coronavirus epidemic. The White House said more than $1 billion of the requested budget would go toward developing a vaccine, while other funds would be used for treatment, supplies and stockpiling of protective equipment such as masks. Countries around the world are stepping up efforts to prevent a pandemic of the flu-like virus that originated from China late last year and has now infected more than 80,000 people. In Asia, South Korea has the most cases outside of China and reported 60 new cases on Tuesday, increasing the total number of infected patients in the country to over 890. The US and South Korean militaries said they may cut back joint training due to mounting concerns about the spreading coronavirus, in one of the first signs of the fallout from the virus on global US military activities. On Monday, Italy reported 220 cases from just 3 on Friday, and the death toll from the virus in Italy was at 7. Italian authorities sealed off the worst affected towns, closed schools, and halted the carnival in Venice, where there were 2 cases. Harvey Weinstein, the man who sparked the Me Too movement, has been found guilty in New York. Former movie producer Harvey Weinstein was convicted of sexual assault and rape in a New York court on Monday and taken off to jail in handcuffs, a victory for the Me Too movement that inspired women to publicly accuse powerful men of misconduct. Once one of Hollywood's most influential producers, Weinstein, who is 67, was found guilty of sexually assaulting former production assistant Mimi Haleyi in 2006 and raping Jessica Mann, a one-time aspiring actress, in 2013. Officers helped Weinstein unsteadily to his feet before leading him away. His lawyers said Weinstein, who has used a walker throughout the trial, was expected to be taken to a medical facility at New York City's Rikers Island jail complex. A spokesman for Weinstein later said that the one-time movie mogul was diverted instead to Bellevue Hospital in Manhattan, which has a unit that provides medical care for jail inmates. Either destination would be a sharp contrast to the posh Four Seasons hotel where the producer of such acclaimed films as The English Patient and Shakespeare in Love started his day. We may have missed out some big stories, so here they are. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTV.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'll see you again tomorrow, same time, same place. I'm Prasad Michael. Thank you for watching. But before we go, we bring you incredible footage of our young di-Pertuan Agong making time to meet media personnel gathered outside the Istana Negara today.
Thank you. Now guest here for all of you, yeah? I hope we now.
Oi, Medi lah ni, cantik Agong. Kakak. Yo. Bagi nampak muka. Mira.
Bau sedap ni.
Woi, mau tak sedap.
Tak.
Nongko makan Nongko. Cantik Nongko, makan. Amin. Alhamdulillah. Cantik. Oh ayah, alhamdulillah.
I'm so hungry. Yeah?
Mira.
All of you, eh?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay Nongko, masih Nongko.
Where do we put this?
We can carry it.
Huh?
Daulat tuanku.
Daulat tuanku.
Daulat tuanku.
Terima kasih banyak. Assalamualaikum.
Daulat tuanku.